Hi, welcome back to PageKey. We're talking about boom languages today. I wanted to take a moment and just look at where it's at. If you want to see the rest of the progress, you can go to pagekey.io and check out all the previous devlogs. Recently redid this website to display them in a neat way. But yeah, I wanted to just document this before I get too much further because there are some major changes since the last devlog. So I'm just going to make a fake account real quick and walk through it. So we log in, we make our display name, whatever, not much has changed here. You can select your language, and you might notice the UI is slightly better, although it still needs work. Using Mantine for the user interface, which has been fantastic. Thanks, Monroe, if you ever hear this video, for that, because it has been amazing. We log in, we see Monroe's hard at work, which is awesome, thanks. And basically a redesigned UI. The main difference here, other than the UI updates, is this chat with bot feature, which I'll get to in 1 second. But basically the original feature has been in place for a while, where you can select what you want to be practicing, and then you can just practice for as long as you need to. And as you go along and find words, you can document them and save them to your account. Tracks how many per session, all that stuff. And you can hit end when you're done, and you're good to go. So how about this chat with bot feature? Well, if you click on it, you will see that it's a premium feature. This is probably the worst sales page ever too. But I'm going to start the trial now. The only reason this is paid, and I'm going to make an update, hopefully, if I can figure out how, to give people 2 minutes of free access to this. But I had to put a paywall up just because if people run up this API too much, it is connected to OpenAI in the background, basically ChatGPT. So that is not free. So I do have to charge something, or else if this, for some reason, which I don't expect to happen, gets very popular by accident, you know. I would anticipate doing something like that would take a lot of work. But if by accident this blew up on some front page somewhere, I could be in debt. It could cost me a lot of money. So I had to put some kind of paywall up. But this gives you 7 days of access, and you can chat with the bot. And basically the idea here is you have a language buddy, and you can practice as much as you need to with that individual, and you can speak or type messages to it. And it's in a very rough state right now. There's no loading indicator of any kind, and it doesn't stream responses back, so you have to sometimes wait for a pretty long time to get any response from it. But you can ask it questions in any language. It expects you to speak and then answers in the language that you have selected up here. So if you want to speak Spanish, then speak Spanish. If you want to speak Russian, and it will answer in that language. This is a little flawed, I think. It should really be able to pick it up on its own, and I think that's possible. But as a first cut, I just hard-coded which language you're speaking in because it was a lot less accurate when I had it trying to detect which language you're in on the fly. And this is just leveraging all the built-in stuff to the browser too. So really a bit of a thrown together solution here, but a good proof of concept, I think. So you can kind of prompt it in English with a situation or something like that. And maybe I can add something to formalize it a little bit, how you would interact with this. But you can basically give it a situation and then practice as if you're in that situation. So I could say, let's pretend that I'm in a store shopping for groceries and you are working in the store. And not sure what's going on with the text-to-speech, but it should speak it. And then you can just speak some Russian, and it should keep up with that situation. So I'll keep it simple because my Russian isn't that great. But что это? So you say, what is that? And it says, you know, this is a store. How can I help you? I'm actually pretty disappointed that the text-to-speech is not playing right this second. Maybe I can fix that. But that's basically the whole idea there. And then you can end the session, and you have your whole conversation history. So you're good to go. And that's basically it. You know, you can check out other people's profiles. Very limited interaction with other people at this point, but as you spend time, the goals change, and you know, there's a lot of stuff that's just slapped together here, but I think it's approaching something, and hopefully it can continue to get more useful. But I just want to put a stick in the sand here, or you know, draw a line in the sand of where we're at in December 2023, and hope you enjoyed. And if I get this text-to-speech working, I will start recording again. Okay, I think I got it working now. Hold on. Скажите мне историю о своей жизни. takes a long time. This is where it would be nice if it was streaming. Oh, here it goes. Oh, there we go.
Я родился и вырос в маленьком городе в Испании. С детства меня всегда увлекало изучение языков, и я всегда мечтал научиться говорить на разных языках. Когда я закончил школу, я
And then it stops because it runs out of space. So really a lot of bugginess with this working, but it's a start. And then you can always ask it to just translate it into English. You go to English mode and you say, or actually here's a demo of the typing. Can you translate all that to English? See if that works. It might take a few minutes there, but basically at this point, just a glorified front end to ChatGPT that kind of stinks. Okay, perfect. So it did translate it to English. Now the text-to-speech is broken again. It's not working. So definitely some kinks to work out here, but it's a start, and I think there's hopefully a good runway to improving this to be something better, more useful to people. But yeah, I think that's all. Thanks.